network connected as computer network and sharing information together. Clear? Mainly computer connected as network and sharing information there. Okay. That's computer network. So mainly in this lesson we learned what that computer can connect in the network to share and receive information. Okay. Computers are connected each other and share information. We discussed last day. Okay. When we discussed about how computer network connected, how computers are connected each other, you should be know about component and sharing. For that purpose, you should be know about what are the main components that needed to connect a computer. What are they? You should be know about what are the main components that wanted to connect computers each other. That means if I consider there are two computers like this, when you are connected each other, normally we can use Ethernet cable. Okay, two or more computers. When you are connected like this, you can use what? Ethernet cable, network cable. Basically, sometimes they are using servers, sometimes hubs. I discussed them, no? Sometimes it may be a server, it may be a hub for what? Create a network. Okay, so they are having several things for create a network and sharing information throughout them. And so these components work together. When these components are work together, people can share information like files or message. So if after connected each other computers, okay, after connected computers is each other, you can sharing what? Files. You can sharing message. Okay, you can sharing any information throughout the computers. Okay, we discuss about that thing. Mainly they are having computers, servers, hubs, and cables there. Okay, and next, when you discuss about Ethernet and wireless, okay, we didn't discuss that one. There are connection method. Someone are cable, physical connectors. They are having someone are physical connected, someone are wireless, someone wires, someone not wires. Okay, so they are having two types, wires and wireless. Okay, so write down the Ethernet and wireless. Write the topic there, Ethernet and wireless. Ethernet and wireless. There are two methods. One is Ethernet, other one wireless. Wired one and wireless one. Right there, wired and wireless. Ethernet and wireless. Someone wired one and someone not wired. Okay. So computers are mainly connected in two ways, wires and wireless. Okay. Right there, computers can connect in two main ways. Computers can connect in two main ways. Right. Computers can connect in two main ways. Someone wired, someone not wired. Okay, so computers can connect in two main ways. Right. Computers can connect in two main ways. So number one is Ethernet, other one is wireless. Okay, computer can be connected in two main ways. The first one is what? You can connect computers each other using a wire. You can connect computer, you can transfer data, use a wire. We call in this one wire, Ethernet cable. Okay, this one may be a Ethernet, wired one. Okay, so computers can be connected each other. So that's calling Ethernet. Okay, computers can be connected in two main ways. Write the first one. First method is what? Ethernet. Ethernet. Ethernet means what? A wire connection using special cables. Okay. Ethernet means wires. You can connect the computers using wires. That calling Ethernet connection. Okay, right. Write all this underlined part. Okay. Write all the underlined part. Okay. So computer can be connected in two main ways. Okay. Computers can connect in two main ways. The first one is Ethernet with the wired connection. With the wired connection. With the wired connection, we call it Ethernet. There are two main ways. The first one is Ethernet. The wired connection. Ethernet. What is second one? Second one, wireless. Like Wi-Fi. Like Wi-Fi. Okay, you can connect it to Wi-Fi. Okay, wireless. There are no wires. You can connect it to internet using Wi-Fi router. You can see, no need wires. So wireless uses Wi-Fi, so device can connect it without wire. No need wires. Okay, Ethernet is wired connection. Wi-Fi, there are no need wires. Okay, there are no need of wires. That calling wireless. There are two types of connections: wired connection and wireless. Wired connection is Ethernet. Wireless is what? Normally using Wi-Fi as a wireless connection. Okay, so Ethernet and wireless. There are two methods for connected computers. The first one is Ethernet. Second one is wireless. Ethernet is wired connection. You can use the Ethernet cable for connected computer. And second one, wireless. You can use router or any other device for connected computer. There are no wires. Okay. Can you write down quickly these underline parts? Please write down this underline part quickly. Okay. There are two methods, Ethernet and wireless. Okay. There are two methods, the Ethernet and wireless. Ethernet means wired connection, wireless like router. Okay. Write quickly this underline part. Right. Okay. There are two types of connection, Ethernet and wireless. Ethernet and wireless. Okay, Ethernet is wired connection, wireless is no wires, like routers. Okay, you wrote, I think. Okay, there are two types of connections, wired connection and wireless. Okay, write quickly if you not write. Yes, yes. Write all underline part, yes. Okay, there are two types, Ethernet and wireless. Computers can connected using these two methods mainly. Ethernet means they are using a cable, Ethernet cable, like yellow color one. And wireless means there are no wires. They are using router, etc. Okay. Like that one, they are having two main computer device each other. Okay. The one is wireless. Okay. Ethernet and wireless. Okay, you should be aware of these two. Okay. And next thing, they are having another name called protocols. Okay, don't worry about these names. Okay, protocols and receiving. Okay, there is another name called protocol. What is protocol and receiving? What are the protocols? Protocols are like rules that computers follow when they send and receive information. Okay, so if there are wanted to share information between two computers, actually they are having a protocol. See, protocol, there are handling some rules. You can deliver only this message. One time you can deliver only this message. And next time you have to deliver only this message. Like that one, there are having some protocols. Protocols should be follow a necessary message. Okay, they are having some rules. Okay, there can be some rule. So normally there are delivery messages, delivery information. They are following some rules. Okay, they can't send messages on their own decision. They are following some rules according to sharing some messages. That calling protocols. Clear? They can't share messages with their own thinking, with their own what methods. They have to follow up some rules there. That rules are calling as protocols. Clear? That rules generally technically calling as what? Protocols. So protocols are like rules that computer follow when they are receive informations. What? Protocols are like rules. Protocols are like rules that computer follow. That computer follow when they send and receive information. Protocols are like rules. Okay, protocols like rules that computers follow when they send and receive. When they send and receive. What side? We are calling as a protocols. Okay? Protocols are rules that computer follow when they are sent and received. Okay, and they help make sure data gets to right place safely and correctly. There should be what? Important, there should be correct place to correct destination. There should be recognized correct starting point and ending point. Otherwise, the protocol is not activated. So they help make sure data gets to right place safely and correctly. If I send a message, the protocol identify that message incorrectly for the other computer, their destination. Okay. So actually, protocols have somewhat share information. We can't share information without protocol. So protocols are like rules that computer follow when they are sending and receiving information. Okay, if they are having address, you can get what proper letters at your home with because using your address. Alage the letters sent belong in the they'll gather the address again. Okay, if they are not having any address, you can't get your letters. Okay, you can't get what any other houses at letters. No, you can get only your letters like that one. Protocols are follow up somewhat. Special things they can be for sharing only the related address. Okay, they can't any other details with any other address. Okay, when address protocol rules. Okay, there should be some rules. Okay, write down this underline part also. The red color underline part. Quickly write down protocol and receiving. Protocol and receiving. Okay, protocols are like rules. Actual protocols are like rules that computer follow when they send and receive information. Normally, that computers follow when they send and receive information. When they send and receive information, they have to follow that step. So they help make sure data gets to the right place safely and correctly. So they help to make sure data gets to the right place safely and correctly. They are ensure. So essentially, that they data gets Here, there are having some steps. How does someone log into the school network? When someone log in to the school network, there are like step-by-step process. Okay, there are step-by-step process. When someone log into the network, anyway. Okay, there are when you are logging someone to the school or anywhere, there should be following a step-by-step process. Okay, so here is show how it works. Logging the network in the school. Step by step process. Actually, that is step by step process. So here's show how it works. Here is showing how that one is working. So first one, when you are connected to the school network or home network, they are using you have to write these things also. Other methods, first of all, you have to what? Type your select task. The router you can type the password. Okay, this all is right there. You have to write. username and password. First of all, we will discuss. Secondly, the, this information sent to the wireless to the hub. What happened? After when you enter the username and password, they are sent to the wirelessly to the hub. In the school, they are normally having a hub. Last day I show they are having ports like this. After when you are enter the what username and password, the data going to the hub, sent wirelessly or wirely going to the hub. Okay, this is the main connector. Like this one is the main connector. This is like the main connector. Okay, if this information sent wirelessly to the hub. Okay, so after creating that one, this information wirelessly. Okay, this information sent wirelessly to the hub, like the main connector. Okay, and the third one, after what send these details wirelessly to the hub. Okay, the hub connected to the server. After that one, what happened? The hub is connected to the server. Now already send the details as wireless. After that one, that hub is connected to the server. It's connected to the server. So when that one connected to the server, they are having a special computer that store file and manage users. Okay, it can be what install manage what the hub connected to the server is special computers that store file and manage users. And next thing, after that one, the server checks if the login details are correct. Now they are after manage that one, they are checking these login details are correct or wrong. If the all details are correct, your student can access. Otherwise, if there are password or username is not correctly, you can't access. If your password not correct, you can't access for the Wi-Fi router. No, like that one, there should be having proper username and password. You should be know that too. If you don't know, you can't connect it to the network. Like that one, they are having some steps follow up. Okay. First of all, the student should be type in their username and password. Okay, write down these things. This underline part, right? Okay, these are the steps. Okay, first of all, I discuss about how does someone log into the school network. When you log in into the school network, login in network at the school is step by step procedure. They are having step by step process. So here is the process for that. First of all, the student, that user should be type their username and password. First of all, he should be type their username and password. First thing, type their username and password. Second one, if this information sent wirelessly, if these information wirelessly to the hub, like in the main connector. Okay. Next thing, this information sent wirelessly to the hub. Wireless. Okay. So this information is sent wirelessly to the hub, like the main connector. Like the main connector, this information is sending wirelessly. The third one, the hub connected to the server. Nextly, that hub connected to the server. They are using a special computer that stored file and what message you manage users. And next one, the server check if the login details are correct. After that, that server is check that login details are correct or not. Finally, if everything is right, the student, everything is right, that student can access their files and document on the network. That are the steps. Can you write down quickly this underline part? Okay, right, underline part only. How does someone log into the computer network? First of all, login in the network in this school is and step by step here the process. Okay, that parts. Okay, right there. Right, all that. Right. Mhm. You have to remember this. You have to remember. That's it. Please remember. And network. Let's computer talk each other to share things. What is a network? Actually, network computers are connected with each other for sharing things. That's called it. You can share after network. You can share details among the computers. That's called someone wires, someone else. Your Wi-Fi or something like that. And also you can protocols. You can keep, but that was important. That protocol important to help keep share in when they are having protocols rules. Okay, and also live the door open of the door. Like that one in like knock into the door. It's a, it's a hello. Who according to the incident, it will answer. If the password is correct, if the password is correct, These are the most important people. Okay, right? Starting steps. You should be following what is called. Huh? And what? So each other and share. See, that is the wire to wire. Normally, wired connection. Sometimes they are having wireless. Normally, like a router. And they are oh, it's like We are having protocols and receiving. Protocols are like rules that computers follow when they send and receive information. Okay, protocols are like rules that computers follow when they are send and receive information. And they help make sure data gets to the right place safely and correctly. They help make sure that data gets to the right place safely and correctly. So next thing you should be aware, how does someone log into a computer network? They are having some step-by-step procedure. First of all, student should be type the username and relevant password, and the information wirelessly to the hub. After that one, the hub connected to the server, and server check the detail correct or wrong. If everything correct, server is given access to the correct. Okay, that are the steps, and you have to remember what are the network, and they are having two types: wireless and via Wi-Fi. Okay, wireless and Wi-Fi, wire and wireless, and they are having some rules, protocols for this procedure. And login is like a knocking for the door. Like when you knock for the door, if that person is recognized by the server, it can be allow for the network. Okay, these are things I wanted to tell today. Okay, we will discuss later on the other parts. Okay, and we will do some practical regarding that. Okay, but I will wind down the session for today. So thank you very much for staying. So we will see you on the next day. Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, all. Okay, good afternoon.